We now turn our attention to golf and the upcoming Masters tournament being held at Augusta National in the first week of April 2021. It's an event that everyone looks forward to every year, from an entertainment perspective and from a betting perspective. Obviously, it's a tournament that's played at the same course every year, so there are certain advantages for bettors in being able to look at players' track records and working out the players that tend to do well there. There's also a lot of good bookie offers when the majors are on. There will be 10 place offers for this one, a fifth of the odds, so look out for those the week of the event. Some bookies even hold these promotions before the week of the event, so look out for those. The characteristics we're looking for a Masters winner is obviously someone with major winning or big event winning pedigree, someone who has the ability to draw the ball. The course demands that, certain tee shots, notably the tee shot on the 13th tee. It's important to turn the ball around from right to left to set up as shortest second shot into the par 5 as possible. That's just one of many. It really is an advantage. If you can turn the ball from right to left, that's going to be a big advantage. We're looking for a good putter, obviously. Augusta's fast greens are notoriously tricky, so anyone who reads greens well and putts well, that would be an advantage. As stated earlier, course form, because we know who plays well here, because we see the event here every year. So players with pedigree, ability to draw the ball, players who are good putters, and players that have historically done well at the course. Those are the features we'll be looking for. So we have a big field as usual. Golf, it's never easy to pick the winner. So we'll pick a few. I'm going to have 2 short prices, 6 mid-range prices, and 1 rank outsider. But we have reasons for the rank outsider, and I'll give those later on. But that will be a bigger price. So getting straight into it. We're going to go for the short prices. It's not the shortest price, but Bryson De Chambeau. He's the man to beat at the moment. It's well documented how far he hits the ball. He's worked on himself, worked on his swing, worked on his body physically in terms of training, and he's hitting the ball a long way, and it's given him a huge advantage. He's the US Open champion, the current US Open champion. We tipped him on that victory, and we're going to tip him again here. He won that by 6 shots. I think it'll be tighter at Augusta. There's a lot of contenders in this one, so I don't think he'll have it all his own way, but we'll be backing him at 12-1. We do have Dustin Johnson, the favourite, at 8-1. He's the defending champion. Obviously, he won the last Masters, which was only a few months ago due to the pandemic. It was held at the end of 2020. So we're going to look past that on the basis of price. I think Justin Thomas and Bryson De Chambeau are 2 at similar prices, but bigger prices that have as good a chance as Dustin Johnson. So 12-1 Bryson De Chambeau. I've just mentioned Justin Thomas, so we're taking him as well at 12-1. He's just won the Players' Championship. He's the 2017 US PGA champion. I did notice some of his tee shots in the TPC Sawgrass event, Players' Championship. Tremendous draws. He really is good at controlling the ball, turning it over from right to left. He played some hooks off the tee really as well, so he really does know how to turn the ball over from right to left. He had great control. Even the tee shot he had on the 18th, he actually skirted and flirted with the water on the 18th of Sawgrass. He was confident enough to draw the ball into the direction of the water, and he pulled it off. It was quite a slim margin. He got away with it, but you know, it was an aggressive line, so obviously he has confidence in that shot shape. So 12-1 for Justin Thomas. We're going to go with that as well. Third choice will be Colin Morikawa at 28-1. He's the 2020 US PGA champion. He's only 24 years old. He's won a major. I don't think he's had enough chances to perform well at the Masters. He's still a very young man at 24. But tied 44th in 2020 doesn't say much. But the manner in which he won the US PGA and the manner in which he is often in contention on the PGA Tour tells me that 28-1 is a fair price. Wouldn't have surprised me if he was 22-1 or 20-1. I think 28 is reasonable. Webb Simpson is there, 40-1, we'll take him. The 2012 US Open champion, tied 5th in the US Masters in 2019. Very tidy game, not the biggest hitter in the world, but tremendous course management, tremendous temperament, very calm temperament. He's got a mature, experienced temperament, and major winning pedigree. He seems like he's been around forever. He's been around a while, and he's been around long enough to know how to get around Augusta, to keep his emotions in check if it's tight on the final day. And he's someone at 40-1. I think that's a fair figure. It could have been 33. You know, I think 40 is a fair figure. We'll also go with Tyrrell Hatton at 40-1. He's been in very good form. Victories on the European Tour, victories on the PGA Tour. And I think very soon he's going to be picking up one of these majors. And it could be this one. Again, course form isn't up to much. We don't have anything really historical to a historical reason for going for him. Tied 44th in 2020, but 3 top 10s in the other majors tells you that he knows how to play in high pressure tournaments, and he has been really impressive, particularly his form in America. Really impressive, and 40 to 1, I think that's a fair number. There's also a decent number for Sun Jae-im, 40 to 1, just 22 years old, tied second in the US Masters in 2020. And that was a great performance. He really put up a good challenge, really held himself together well. He has very good rhythm in his swing, a very slow takeaway, but very controlled swing he has. And again, a good temperament, someone who's not going to get flustered when the pressure comes. I mean, if you remember 2019, there was a few players that were in contention then when Tiger Woods won. Tiger Woods was the only one who really held himself together on the 12th. You know, he found the green calmly, but the likes of Molinari, I think Finau, put the ball in the water, and the competitors just seemed to fall away while he stayed resolute. So temperament is important, and Sun Jae-im is known for having a very good temperament, despite the fact he's only 22 years old. Very mature, calm temperament, and a lot's expected from him. So 40 to 1, we'll go with him. We're going to go with Cameron Smith, again tied second, 2020. There was a few tied for second then, and Cameron Smith impressed. He obviously knows his way around the course. He's a reasonably young player still. I think he's in his late 20s. 50 to 1, I think, is a reasonable figure, considering the last time out he really did put in a good effort, and he didn't tail off too much at the end. Dustin Johnson obviously went on to win, but he really showed that he's made of the right stuff, and particularly at Augusta. So Cameron Smith, 50 to 1. We're going to go for Matthew Wolff at 80 to 1. Very big hitting player. This is a guy who was tied 4th in the 2020 USPGA, who tied 2nd in the 2020 US Open. Those are 2 really good performances in the majors, and he has the power to dominate Augusta. He has the power to really take on the course. The problem is control for him. His swing is, it's a very unorthodox swing. It's a very long swing, so it does mean that he has to have a good week, but I think he'll be up for it. I think this is a tournament that, you know, he can show his skills, and the distance he has will be an advantage. And I think 80 to 1 is a very good value figure. I mean, he could have been easily 66 to 1. I think 80 is a nice figure on a 10-place basis. So we'll go with Matthew Wolff. We're also going to go with, who else? Zach Johnson is going to be our long shot, 200 to 1. Double major winner, 2015 Open champion, 2007 Masters champion. He's won the Masters before. He's in his mid-40s now, very experienced player, tidy, good wedge player, very good putter. Knows how to read the greens because he's played Augusta umpteen times. So 200 to 1, you know, is a long shot. I'm not saying he's going to dominate the event and win by several shots. I'm saying that he knows his way around, and if he has a good 4 days, he could be in contention. And on a 10-place basis, you know, it's definitely someone to bear in mind. You're going to be getting a fifth of 200 to 1 each way, so I think that's reasonable odds. So to summarise, we've got Bryson De Chambeau. That'll be the main pick because of his form, because of the distance he's hitting the ball. He won the US Open recently. We're going to go with De Chambeau, 12 to 1. Justin Thomas, 12 to 1. We're going to take him too. Colin Morikawa, 28 to 1. Webb Simpson, 40 to 1. Tyrrell Hatton, 40 to 1. Cameron Smith, 50 to 1. Sun Jae-im, 40 to 1. Matthew Wolff, 80 to 1. And Zach Johnson, 200 to 1. Those are our selections, with De Chambeau being the main pick at 12 to 1. Enjoy the tournament. Give any comments outlining who you think has a chance, any opinions you have on the event. Definitely enjoy it. It's been a tough year for all of us, but I think this event will provide great entertainment. It's always good at Augusta. Enjoy, and I'll see you next time.